And it was victorious Woodrow Wilson coach Ron Kidd. And Ron, we talked about it last weekend at the Armory. You know, you guys, if you can get by that first one, you thought you had a good chance, and here you are hosting a regional championship again. What talk about this win today? You went through 1 and 2 to get here in the section.
Gotta give our kids a whole lot of credit. They just the way they've been practicing, the way they've been playing. They've been playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of heart, a lot of hustle, and a lot of pride. And they're kind of getting what Woodrow basketball is about.
Did it take going through a season where you played 9 of the top 10 to get here, you think? I mean, are we starting to see what this team can do? I think there were a lot of expectations coming into the season.
Our expectations were very high, but they're always high. But I really feel good about this team coming in, and kind of at this point, they're kind of showing what they really can do. But like you say, the season was battle tested. That was probably the hardest schedule that Woodrow Wilson's ever had.
Yeah, I would say playing 9 of the top 10, you don't see many teams taking on that kind of firepower, especially with the younger team.
I mean, all of them was good too. All the teams that in that top 10 are good.
Was there ever a question in your mind? I think I know what you said. Knowing you for so many years, I think I know what you'll say. But did it ever creep in your mind? Maybe we're not going to host a regional. It seems like every year Beckley's at the Armory, and was there ever a question because of the way you were playing, or did you know it was because partly manifested by schedule?
You never think like that. Sometimes you start thinking like that, and then it started to come true. We always feel like, we're going to host that regional game. But what we have to do, we've been hosting it for the last 3 years, and we haven't closed the deal. So when we host this time, our kids need to realize that we need to close the deal by getting a win.
I think when the final stats will probably show that Gabbert and Bailey Coles, and especially Adam Seeds, got their points tonight. But what did you do anything? Was there because of the situation they were in, did that change anything you did defensively?
No, we just wanted to concentrate on Gabbert and Coles because the game against Oak Hill, they had 50 points between just those two kids, so we wanted to concentrate on them. And I think our kids did a good job because those two kids can really play. And Seams can play too, but those two kids can really, probably the top 2 players in the state. If you had like a top 10, they'll be right in that top 10 as guys that can play. And I think our guys did good because we held them under 20 points today.
A guy that might be in there after tonight's game, if you were going to judge it on one game, would probably be Dwayne Richardson. You have not been, this year, you have not been, and this is weird for Woodrow, you haven't been a real good free throw shooting team this season. But tonight, 10 of 10 was Richardson. I think you hit all your free throws in the fourth quarter. That really helped you close the deal.
I thought he stepped to the line. I thought he wanted to shoot foul shots, and that's the big part of it. You got to want to get fouled. You got to want to go to the line, and I thought Dwayne did that. He wanted to get fouled, and he had confidence that he was going to knock down the foul shots, and he did.
He's been with the program for a while now, and it seems to really take him to that to the role of coming off the bench and being, whatever you need. Not a real good three-point shooter because, we don't know if he was or not. Apparently he was because he didn't shoot a lot this year from 3. Knocked down 2, and and at that point in the game, I think both allowed you to spread the lead out a little bit, at least make it 2 or 3 possession game.
Even though Dwayne's not a starter at this point, he's our 6th man coming off the bench, but really he's a starter. My coach always told me it's not who starts the game, who finishes the game. And Dwayne's usually in at the end of the game. And like I say, he's been doing a great job for us. And I think it's been a difference in our team, the way he's been playing. And, you got to have roles, and I think he's accepting his role.
And roles, as far as that goes, Gillian didn't have a lot of points tonight, but he sure made his presence felt. It seemed like he was limiting them on his own at just times during the game to 1 possession, just simply by getting a rebound on the defensive end.
I thought Ben did a good job too when they broke us down and got by our guards. I thought Ben was there to give us some help, kind of intimidate their shot, make them shoot a hard shot, and then, like you say, he was on the glass for us, rebound.
What's it mean to get this team back to hosting the region, Ronnie? You're going to have South Charleston at the Armory What's it mean for this team to get back there, especially with all the ups and downs and a lot of those downs this year?
I think it's a confidence thing. You know, they should realize what they've been through this year. You get to host a regional. Nobody really expected that. So you got the regional in your home. You got to come out and play. Just because it's there, you can't be satisfied, though.
Do you and I talked about playing that tough schedule. Do you think that was evident to you tonight? This kind of schedule you played, and maybe even in the Princeton game. You, like I said, you were third seed. You went through 1 and 2 to get to this. Did you feel it evident that playing those teams helped you?
I think that schedule was a big part of, you know, the way we playing now. Like I said, it's the toughest schedule we ever had. Our kids played and battled each and every game. You know, I think it made us ready for this, beating the number 1 and number 2 in this section.
All right, Ron, great job tonight.
Thank you, Dave.